friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit and my intuition, the tarot, to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing, beautiful viewers. I'm getting a strong pull here to do a collective reading, and I don't know what we're going to see, but if you were drawn to this video by the description of the video, then this message most likely is for you. All right, so I'll put the decks I'm using at the end of the video for those of you guys interested. But let's take a look at this message, shall we, for the collective spirit. What's pulling through here is a collective message, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of the viewer. What do they need to know right here, right now? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of the collective. Thank you so much, spirits. And thank you so much for joining me today. Beautiful soul. I hope the messages resonate with you guys. What is the viewer needing to know right here, right now, Spirit? Thank you so much. All right, let's start. King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Queen of Swords. We can have divine counterparts here. King and a Queen of Swords. Okay, let's keep going. Ace of Cups. New beginning. I'm feeling you could be either this King or this Queen of Swords. Your energy is one of these energies I'm tapped into. Now, I'm not talking gender, okay, but there's masculine, feminine energy here. Getting on the same page or having the same understanding about, well, we have a new beginning here in love. So, are we trying to get on the same page? Are we having a discussion in regards to a new beginning about love? Now, this is falling behind the Queen of Swords, so she could certainly be thinking about how to have a new beginning, or maybe she's seeking clarity. Maybe she's getting very clear about what love means to her, specifically with this Ace of Cups. Okay, so far, what is this message about for the collective here, spirits? We have a King of Wands. Is this another energy? Is this another aspect? Certainly could be another aspect of either one of these individuals, but I do feel it's falling under this King of Swords. So someone up in their head, and potentially there is this passion or this confidence or this energy certainly complements this King of Swords energy because it's taking action on our thoughts. It's having the confidence to run a plan of action or have a strategy planned out and then execute that strategy. So let's see. Why is this Queen Swords here then, spirits? So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Why is this Queen of Swords here? Three Swords, heartbreak, separation, anxious thoughts. Okay, why is this Ace of Cups here, spirits? Seven Swords. Ooh. Let's see why the Seven Swords is here before I... Why is this Seven Swords here? Clarity on the Seven Swords. Got two cards. Actually, I'm feeling this one as well. We have the King of Pentacles at the bottom. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. Wow, three kings here. King of Pentacles is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Notice how we're missing the King of Cups. It seems to be an aspect of this same king I'm feeling. I'm only feeling two energies here, a Queen of Swords and a King of Swords up in his head. And this king is missing the King of Cups aspect, which is being emotionally available, transparent, connected with emotions, maybe giving of emotions or expressing of emotions or having a connection to the emotions is completely not here. This king is all about commitment, reliability, stability, long-term game. These are all kings, so I do feel like this could be somebody quite mature, okay, like experienced potentially, or just, no, this doesn't mean that they're emotionally mature, but I don't feel this is like someone just like entering the dating scene by any means. Let's see, why is this 7 swords here? 7 of Cups. So fantasy, confusion, keeping our options potentially open, not being able to commit or decide. 8 Wands. So this is the card of communication, the card of movement, fast moving energy, and the 6 Wands. So this is the card of victory and success. 7 Swords. Okay. We'll have to do another layer here, but I feel like there's a dynamic going on between King of Swords and a Queen of Swords, like I mentioned, where there might have been a disconnect here. There could certainly still be some form of separation with this 3 Swords in regards to withholding. With this 7 of Swords, I'm feeling an avoidance energy, an avoidance of choice, an avoidance of direction, an avoidance of providing some form of decision, I feel here, in regards to feelings, in regards to love. And I do feel like there's movement showing here. There's a desire to win. So I don't know, is this king wants to win, you know? But I feel like there's a lack of emotions here. This is kind of like winning energy, not, I don't know, something seems to be really off here about this energy. So let's see. I'm going to do another round and tap into what this is about before we pull some oracles and see. Spirit, thank you for this message. Can we provide clarity around what we're seeing? Can we dive in a little deeper regarding this dynamic? What's going on between this King and Queen of Swords, and why are we seeing this message? I do feel there's some form of decision with the 7 Cups and the King and Queen sort of being of like minds or having to decide. And with the 8 Wands, there is communication potentially that needs to flow as a result of some choice. Why is the King and Queen of Swords here, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? Dive in a little deeper in this message, please. So we have the Knight. I'll read this as the Knight. It could be Page. It could be Page here. Page of Swords. Yeah, I'm feeling more Page of, well, I'm feeling both energies. So Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. The difference here is a Page of Swords could certainly be where we're still like observing, you know, we're sort of gathering information, watching from afar, a little cautious, a little hesitant, a little unsure. Now this is in reverse. And so it could be that it's like with the 7 swords, it's like you might not be aware that this person might be gathering information or trying to find out more about you, potentially. Okay, if you could flip it if you're the other person here, but this could be like someone who is a little childish, or a little miffed probably at what's gone on here. It could be a little defensive. But with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like an energy of maybe being blocked or avoidance, where we got into some sort of confrontation and then we ran, or we blocked, or we didn't confront. So was there an unpleasant confrontation with someone, and now they're sort of, we got the 4 Pentacles. I do feel these two. So this is withholding energy. I know I need to stabilize something. Potentially someone who is really held back, or even someone maybe not wanting to let go of their position or this connection, but I do feel a held back energy here. 10 Swords. Yeah, something ended, and this person is not wanting to let go. And maybe, so this could be either let go of wanting to be right, let go of you, let go of what has happened here. Maybe you blocked someone, or you just abruptly sort of left. But there's a 10 Swords, which is a painful ending. And it could be because someone here was too held back, or too withholding with their emotions, because we weren't seeing any of that in all the Kings here. So maybe this person, I'm also getting, might have been trying really hard, well, and we could say, no, this person didn't try hard, but maybe hard for them, because I feel like we're seeing 3 Kings. It's like overcompensating, trying to be the best version of me in all areas, because I'm disconnected from my emotions. I can't be emotionally sharing with you or deep with you or connect to something there. Like, we're still not seeing this. So Spirit, why is this person showing up here? Can we keep going? Let's dive in a little deeper to this dynamic. Why are we seeing this? Clear and concise message. 7 Cups again. So somebody who was maybe not prioritizing this connection, maybe very confused about what you mean or what they wanted, or unclear, uncertain, but I feel like there's like this inability to let go. So it could be that, and with this, sometimes this is known as the Snoop card. It could be somebody like idolizing, like some sort of understanding of some potential future here from afar. What is this? Why is this Knight and Jack, Knight and Page of Swords in reverse here? What is this? 7 Swords. So maybe you don't know this person is watching you, for some of you guys. Okay, if you guys are like, have social media, maybe you block this person, maybe you think you have, or even if you haven't, it's like they're snooping or creeping or trying to get the tea on you in some way. But this person could certainly still be avoiding you or in avoidance energy. Yeah, avoidance energy. And they weren't being completely upfront. They were keeping some information or something to themselves here, which I do feel led to some form of ending. But why is the 10 Swords fall on that 4 Pentacles? Was that why it ended, or is there an end to this sort of energy? Let's see, Spirit, why is the 4 Pentacles and the 10 Swords here? The King of Swords coming out again. So we knew this was the King Swords energy, which was the first card out, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is the king that's the intellect, The smart king, the king that's in his mind, that can come up with logic and understanding and reason and strategize and plan. So he's gathering information, he's observing, he's still avoidant, he's still under the radar. Okay, why is the 7 cups here? Is he still confused? What's going on with this 7 cups? 4 of wands. 4 of wands is laying roots. 4 of wands is my 1111 card. Some of you guys might resonate with twin flame journey. This is about coming together, celebrating. Okay, could be marriage, community, family. It's a positive card, but it's falling under the 7 cups. I'm going to have to clarify. Let's clarify this whole spread. Why not? Spirit, why are we seeing this page / Knight of Swords here? What is this about here in the reverse? 9 cups. So, this could have been a very immature energy of looking after my own emotional needs. This is the only time we're really seeing like cups when it pertains to emotions, aside from the confusion here. There's this energy of like the 9 of Cups isn't inherently a bad card because it's all about being emotionally fulfilled. You know, but when we have it beside an energy that might be withholding and a little bit avoidant, it's like my own happiness, emotionally being fulfilled for myself. And right by this page, it was like potentially what's created this ending, or potentially a block, or potentially arguments. But maybe they're like, I want to remain in this independent energy and understand how I could remain independent, single, leave my options open here. You know, this sounds to me like someone who doesn't want to commit because they want to be single and understand or come to some sort of understanding of how to commit or lay foundation here without giving away some of their independence in some way. So this could be confusing, you know. It could certainly leave someone in a 7 cups because there's a dream or some form of fantasy of coming together with you, and then there's not sharing some form of understanding. So what is this 7 swords? Why is the 7 swords here? Did someone lie? Is someone being avoidant? Is someone sabotaging? Why is the 7 swords here? The Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think you want clarity. You don't want to be left in uncertainty and all this avoidance energy. You felt like this person might have definitely sabotaged or didn't provide any clarity to you in regards to where you stood in their world. Like, this is a very selfish, self-focused, self-defensive type energy. And I feel like this queen is laying boundaries, and she's saying, I want to understand, you know, like clearly what's going on here. So certainly could have created some form of ending. Let's see. Why is this King of Swords here then? Why is the King of Swords here? We have the 10 cups and the 3 cups. So again, this like fantasy of what could be with the 7 cups and 10 cups is the ideal future partner relationship that I'm dreaming of. And the 3 cups is reconciliation. But seeing a 3 cups, 7 cups to me could mean, you know, leaving our options open and not prioritizing, energetically, emotionally prioritizing other people. Now, some of you guys could be in a third party, or it's just this person is entertaining third party energies. My friends, my whatever. My independence here of freedom to be single and independent. Okay, so, but there's wanting some form of a reconciliation here. If you guys are apart, it's right under the 10 swords. Let's see, why is the 4 pentacles in this 10 swords here then? Why is the 4 pentacles and the 10 swords here? 8 swords. So self-limiting beliefs, self-imposed prison of the mind. We see a lot of swords with this King of Swords. Why are we stuck in our mind about this 4 pentacles and 10 swords? What is this 8 swords about? 4 swords and 4 cups. Somebody is feeling, now this could go both ways here, okay? I feel like somebody's withholding energy, somebody being stingy, somebody not being emotionally ready and available has led to some form of ending. And now I feel like the energy is created some form of deer in headlights, frozen, not really knowing how to deal with how to take this forward, potentially wanting a reconciliation or potentially dreaming of what could be, but feeling like reflecting on this. This is a period of like reflection and like, you know, healing and rest and separation. And with this 4 cups is like feeling rejected, dejected, and, you know, broken up. And so we don't want to do anything. We don't see anything that the universe is putting in front of us because we're too stuck on the feelings of feeling disappointed and let down. So we're sort of stuck looking at what doesn't work, wanting to heal from whatever energies maybe that created suffering in this connection with the 10 swords and the 3 swords we were seeing. Okay, so why is this 7 cups here then? Why is this 7 cups here? That one flew out of my hands. We have the Joker. So I'm going to read this as Fool energy. Fool, Aquarius. A new beginning. A new beginning, but a new beginning in what? This person seems to me they want a new beginning, but I feel like there hasn't been anything really resolved. In fact, this could be repeating the very start of another cycle here if there isn't something understood. So why is the 7 cups and the Fool here? 3 wands. I do need another one, even though I see what this is saying, but I want to make sure. 7 cups, Fool, 3 wands. Why? Ace of Swords. So, new beginning. This person seems to have a lot of avoidance when it comes to dealing with something that they feel is a part of potentially their own sense of self, is how I feel here, okay? Like, very attached to their own sense of independence or something here, where they might have a fear of commitment or a fear of, you know, like pegging themselves to one sort of person, being held down in some way. But I do feel like this person is going through some energy here that they don't like. And if you are in a separation or just pulled away from this person energetically, they don't like this because they're dreaming of what this connection could be. But it just seems like a very sort of pie in the sky, like dreaming of, like nothing here seems grounded in reality. And I feel like this person wants to come in and sort of say, let's move forward. Let's have a new beginning. And pass this off as like good enough for you to want to try with this person who clearly hasn't resolved anything, is wanting to start over, potentially repeating a new cycle, and pass this off as some great truth or the clarity that you were asking for. Meanwhile, the clarity you were wanting this person to come through with was, it's either me or this sort of way of being, which doesn't allow there to be emotional depth and sharing and growth. It's a withholding energy. It's an avoidance energy. It's a very selfish energy. It's an energy of self. Whereas coming together with two people would have to require both people giving emotions equally and having the same values. This is the clarity this Queen of Swords wanted and needs. And I feel they both need to come to the same understanding mentally of what is this connection. And they might both think that they know what the other wants or needs. Like, I feel like these two understand each other, despite there being differences in what they want. They understand what each other wants, but it's not allowing there to be really a coming together. And this King of Swords seems to want to come together joyfully and in a celebratory fashion, still sort of lighthearted, still sort of not prioritizing, still sort of not getting any deeper, rather than just an exploratory energy of, let's kind of see where this goes. But I don't know. So let's see. Let's clarify then. Why is this 4 Wands here? 8 of Cups. Walking away. Walking away. But doesn't emotionally fulfill. Walking away from a community. Walking away from what exactly? This connection? Why is the 8 Cups here? Ace of Cups. An emotional new beginning. 8 plus 1 is this 9 Cups. I feel this is talking about a dilemma, you guys. If your person's coming through here, if you recognize this is your person's energy, I think you'd know. Your person has a dilemma of either walking away from this 9 Cups type energy, which is really self-focused, and nothing wrong with being emotionally fulfilled. But when we are in a connection, we need to graduate from a 9 Cups to a 10 Cups, which is two people knowing how to connect with each other, emotionally becoming available, not self-focused with avoidance energy and cutting someone out, so we could be free to do whatever we want and roam and party and do whatever the priority was here, other people and lifestyles, and who knows, this is sex, drugs, rock and roll, and so I feel like it's either walking away from this connection and accepting that we have two different wants, or having a new beginning. But the new beginning would require there being a commitment of sorts to actually lay roots and provide clarity to this Queen of Swords, not to just, let's repeat something we've already tried in some way. And so I feel like this is why this person is sort of stuck in their mind. It's like they don't like the alternative and they don't like the option. And if it were up to them, they could just have this fool energy and pass this over on this Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords isn't having any wool pulled over her eyes. And this Queen of Swords is, she means business here. So it's like this King of Swords feels sort of stuck, and he's in his mind concocting and thinking of a way. But I feel like both people want some form of beginning, but I feel like it needs to be rooted, and it needs to be how both parties would expect and want to connect. And a connection, relationship, does require two people, not one. So I feel like this King of Swords might have a very unhealthy understanding of what it means to be free, independent, and emotionally happy, and still connect and be able to be open to share emotions freely without feeling restricted or limited or tied down in some way, like it's a bad thing. But I feel like in order for this connection to move to the next level, there has to be an understanding of this. And I feel like he is wanting to come find a way or think of a way to break through her boundary, because I feel she has some form of boundary up here. And maybe she's experienced a cycle too many, you know, with this foolish energy. Like there was no plan of action. There was just him coming and going, you know, not building anything. In fact, this connection might have just been a bunch of like pie in the sky type dreamy energy, fantasy, you know. Oh boy. I don't know why we're seeing this, but we're going to pull the oracles to see, and then we might pull this tarot here to sort of close out the reading, but let's get some oracles. There's a reason we're seeing all this stuff. I feel someone's stuck, so maybe if you're the King of Swords wanting some form of guidance, or maybe you're the Queen of Swords and you already sort of understand who this is. But spirits, why are we seeing this message regarding this King and Queen of Swords? What does the collective need to know? Can you guys see? It's kind of dark in here. Not for you guys, just for me. Okay. Spirits, why are we seeing this collective message, this King and Queen of Swords? Thank you so much for this message. Why are we seeing this? Money. Look how look how abundant this table is giving me like 10 pentacles type energy. But I feel like, yeah, because money's pentacles. This is blessings, loaded and loaded with blessings, overflowing with blessings. This chair's empty. So this could be somebody who's left our life, you know, or somebody who didn't show up. With the, I get emperor, you know, with an empty chair. It's like the emperor didn't show up. So yeah, both energies are here actually. I feel like this connection could have brought a lot of abundance and blessings, and potentially the emperor was feeling very blessed by this Queen of Swords. Okay, but the fact is he didn't stand up. He didn't do the emperor thing. He didn't show up. So he might have been receiving blessings here. And I feel like the person providing the blessings might not be around to provide blessings because the other person didn't show up. And I feel like, where are they? They're still not there. So, okay, money. Is this about a connection, spirit? Why is money here? Can we get clarity? Money could be like actual financial coming in here. There's a lot of abundance, but we see an empty chair. So why? Why, spirit? What is this about? Reunion. And there goes my email. I couldn't make it up myself. Somebody misses the blessings here and wants a reunion. This is the Three Cups energy. They want reconciliation. They want to have a coming together. But I mean, so what? I want to be, you know, 6 foot and have blonde hair and blue eyes. That's not going to happen. So, okay. Love. And we know it's about love because I ask spirits, is this about money? And spirits like love, you know, because sometimes I get tired of these love readings. It's like, why do we need to see this in the collective? But I guess I'm channeling divine counterparts. So it would stand to reason love would come through here. So Cupid, divinely guided love here. And look at the 2 doves, peace. Both people want peace. There's no doubt. I feel like both people want peace and both people want reunion, but both people want something different. Both people have a different understanding. And I feel like the King of Swords might be feeling the lack of the abundance that was being bestowed upon him energetically. And if this Queen of Swords is still in his world, she is pulled her energy back or has some form of boundary in place where he's sensing. But the chair's still empty, so this means the Queen of Swords still feels like he didn't do what he was supposed to. He didn't show up. He didn't stand up, and he didn't play the role. So, let's see. Spirits, why are we seeing this in regards to this collective reading? Why is this money card here? What is this about? Death. Scorpio energy. transformation, release, the end of something. Yeah, the end of the blessings. Something transforming, someone transforming. This connection certainly could definitely be going through a massive transformation and potentially never be the same here with this death. Something's changed. Something's over. Now, again, doesn't mean these two can't have a reunion, but something seems to be over. Doctor. So the health of this connection is in question. So, doctor. The doctor makes things feel better. The doctor takes the pulse of the patient. I think this person wants to gauge whatever person I'm tapped into. I'm pretty sure it's the King of Swords. Is trying to understand with the King of Swords energy. Where is this Queen of Swords mentally? Is trying to gauge, you know, like is she in high spirits, low spirits? Is she going to be open to a reunion? Is she still this or that? Like he's trying to understand. And I think he also wants to know how she's doing. So there's a genuine care here about how she is doing. Okay, well, that's good, which is a little bit of a change here. But I feel like he's trying to gauge her energy so that, he can come in or something like this. And that's, look, house. And now it was coming like this, although I don't know that I was reading reversals or if I even flipped. I think this one might have been in reverse too. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because the energy here is all about the stability. Can we build something solid? Or is this going to be about this King of Swords fulfilling his own world and not being able to ground anything here and provide the structure, become the emperor? House is emperor energy. This chair, like I said, reminds me of an emperor who just doesn't show up here or provide the order and the structure. There's a need to provide structure. And if there hasn't been commitment, there's a need to commit to some form. Now, if he doesn't want this, he doesn't need this. But in order for there to be a coming together, there needs to be some form of structure where there's security and safety and health of this connection. You know, where love could be fostered in the home, not any other way, which would require him to step up. So, what do we have under this deck? Lord. Lordy, lordy, lordy. I'm channeling my inner Jack Tripper. So, lordy, lordy, lordy. What's this? Lordy, lordy, lordy. I'm getting Page of Swords energy. This person is trying to look at this Queen of Swords to understand. And he's like observing, gauging, wrestling with himself in some way with this lordy, 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 feeling almost like a deer in headlights, not sure what to do is kind of what I feel. So, okay, well, this is just confirming a repeat message here. Let's see, we'll pull different oracles to see if we can see around this then, why we're seeing it, or if we're being given any information as to, I don't know, let's elaborate before we start to bring it all together and then close out the reading. Spirits, can we elaborate on this message? Is there anything further, or is that pretty much it for this message? Anything further that the viewer needs to understand or know about this situation? What is it that the viewer needs to know about this situation? I will not be reading reversals with these. Ooh, this person looks pretty withered. Something's taking quite some time here, but I feel like something's coming into maturation. This person looks like they're making a stank face. They don't look happy. Why are they upset? Again, I'm getting that Page Swords, observation, looking, taking some time here, but a long, long time. Spider, creation, Scorpio energy. So contemplating on how to rebuild, how to create the environment in order to roll something out, you know? It's like the environment, okay. And then I'm seeing like a fly, this one's what talking to me, a fly sort of landing in a web. This person doesn't want to be a fly in the web, you know? And if the Queen of Swords environment could like attack, like this person doesn't want to be eaten up. So they're hesitant and they're cautious and they're not sure the environment. And that's the doctor. It's like gauging the pulse of the situation so that when this person, which I feel they're planning on approaching, but they're very hesitant and they've waited here for quite some time and they look a little stank face. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Spirit, you're funny. So why? Like, why are we seeing this? A match. A match. This person's most likely going to take impulsive action. But this person wants to be able to handle the environment in which they can maneuver and maybe convince this queen, because this match can set ablaze to these webs, you know? And so they have to be in the right energy to be able to control the environment and not to be eaten. But I do feel like there's passion here. There's a desire to take action. There's inspired impulse potentially that's pulling through here. And so this person doesn't want to be impulsive. No, they definitely don't want to be impulsive, but there's a desire here to have to act. There's a need here to take action, and there's a need to be able to control the environment in a way that their energy overpowers or can manage or can handle or deal with removing any obstacles with the environment of the Queen of Swords, whatever energy she's in. Oh my goodness. Look at this cell. It's like a cold, damp gel cell. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's empty, it's cold, it's barren. It's very different than the money card we were seeing full of abundance there. Isolation, depression, 9 swords. This person doesn't like being shut out. They feel like they're in prison, you know? And so they definitely could have been shut out of your life. You might have blocked this person. Okay, so what is this spider creating? So I do feel this Queen of Swords energy with the spider could certainly be a creator, maybe your, you know, they see you, because that Page of Swords is watching you. Certainly be visible, you know, your creations. Maybe you're putting together a piece of inspired music or art, or have your own platform, your own YouTube channel, or some form of social media or something like this that you're focused on or working on. And this person, I don't know, they feel like they're bitter here. They've been shut out. So let's see, why is this spider energy here? Scorpio energy. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. This lady looks a little wild. Cleopatra energy, but we see the sword. Page of Swords. There's some intensity here. Okay. Yes. So remember I said I was feeling Queen of Swords from this? Your person is totally, totally intimidated and scared. Like, could you imagine someone running at you like this? But like, this person is totally, totally afraid that this Queen of Swords is in very powerful, strong energy with boundaries. And she might have some choice words here, and he won't be able to pass her boundary. And this is very intense, and he doesn't know how intense she is, so he has to be able to soften her in some way here, you know, if he wants to win her over, to have that new beginning in zero substance. So let's see, why is this a wand here then? Why is this match here? So we have a little rowboat, and it is docked beside the docking station. Like, it looks like there's a rope holding this rowboat. It feels very dark too. It almost feels like, well, it's stationary here. It almost seems to me like it's like moving in the dark or not wanting to be seen. I feel like this person isn't moving just yet, but I feel like they don't want to be seen when they do take action or move. They're remaining in the shadows and they're feeling left out dark in the shadows, but this is kind of giving me Six Swords energy, but not really moving. Like, it's almost like I want to steal the rowboat in the night when no one's looking and then move when you least suspect it. So I think there's an intention to move, but knowing when the right time is. Anger could be flared here with this wand. Like, people's angers could be, what is it? What words am I trying to say? They could be flared up, you know? They both could be flared up here, like still pissed at each other in some way here. Or at least he wants to know. I guess she's still pissy. Okay, so we did see a little bit more. So let's see. Is this going to repeat? Let's just see. Spirit, what is the overall energy then of... let's see both. Why not? The King of Swords, overall energy. What is the King of Swords overall energy? That King of Swords was really a page. What is the overall energy that he is in at this time of this collective reading? Thank you so much, spirits. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. I'll be reading them all in the upright. Escape. I was kind of getting that from that little boat, like stealing the little boat in the middle of the night. Escape. Okay. Speculation. So a lot of gauging and guessing and projecting. That's potentially that the Queen of Swords is still angry, trying to speculate. How would she feel? How would it go? Before taking action. Publicity. So again, maybe watching her online, or there's something about being seen out in the open. Okay, why is escape here? What's the energy of this King of Swords? Enterprise. Escape, enterprise, speculation. Why speculation here? Secrets, Seven Swords energy. And why is this publicity here? Choice. And inheritance. And excitement. Okay, let me sit here with this energy for a little bit, because it is telling us something about his energy. Okay. Interesting energy, you guys. I'll try to put this into words, okay? I'm not going to get too into how it's being channeled through here, but this is the energy. The King of Swords is kind of like how we were channeling. I feel like there's a delusion of sorts in some way. So there could be a little bit of like this energy of getting what we want. So this could be somebody who always sort of gets what they want in some way, you know, without, I don't know, dealing with consequences in some way. So it's like this person is really looking at what they want, which is to enjoy this Queen of Swords. That's what they want. They almost feel like it's inheritance, you know, like they're owed this sort of like you owe it to me, like you owe this person. Like if you are mad or shut them out, it's like you're in the wrong because I'm owed this. It's like a entitlement here. This person definitely is looking at the situation like it could go very well if none of the past is brought up and all this abundance and all those blessings come back to me from that Queen of Swords. I'd be excited to engage in that. That's what I want to experience. It's a good energy of getting what I want and getting what I deserve and what I'm entitled to. Okay. And I don't know, because of what went down, whether the Queen of Swords is in this excitable energy. If anything, she might be still upset. She might be this, she might be that, she might be all these things that I got to be very cautious of, because I don't want to come forward and she's not, you know, she's not ready. And so, one, I'm still in avoidant energy. I might still be secretly sort of trying to figure this out. I don't know, ask her friends, watch her online, try to work on understanding this without giving away how I'm truly feeling or being really reserved with my energy. And knowing that the Queen of Swords would like to create something more substantial than what it is that I can build or have built with this enterprise. But I don't want to deal with the reality of this. I want to engage with the Queen of Swords without having to deal with the reality of what I could build with her that would be substantial or long-term. So if I could stay vague and avoidant, if I could escape that responsibility or acknowledgement, if I could, you know, just skirt around this and we could go back to the same and enjoy each other, this is what I want. So right now, this King of Swords is sitting with the decision to either face the music and then have to answer to this, will we build this enterprise, or are we going to repeat something and have to put it out in the open? No more skirting around it, avoidance, not talking about it, kind of keeping it gray, keeping all the options to himself. It's like the Queen of Swords is going to say, no, we got to be clear and we got to be upfront and we got to talk about this, or at least give me direction. Is it something we're going to build, or is this something that you're still going to be avoidant and try to keep, you know, in lighthearted energies where we can't build anything solid and more? And so he's like, I don't know for sure if she's going to make me or hold my feet to the fire. I don't know for sure. So I need to know. So spending time needing to know, watching, guessing, analyzing, King of Swordsing, so that he could come up with the decision and whether he's going to reconcile by coming forward, offering some form of communication, or the choice to remain. But I feel like there also is a choice to look at this, you know, and why it is that we don't want it, or feel we need it, or feel we got to avoid it. Because there's something here that this King of Swords isn't acknowledging to himself as to why there's this potential fear of commitment, or why he feels locked in or caged in to create something more than just sort of a 3 cups type energy here, or, you know, a 7 cups. So I don't think he knows. And that's sort of his energy. So now let's take a look at the Queen of Swords then. Because if you're the King of Swords here, maybe you're looking at this Queen of Swords wanting to know, is the light green, can I come in like a fool here and just enjoy her company without having to discuss anything serious? So let's see. Spirit, for the Queen of Swords, what is her overall energy? What is the Queen of Swords overall energy right here, right now? Okay, I'm not reading any reversals. Assertion. Oh, Jesus, like that eyeshadowy queen we saw there. So this is an assertive energy. Look, it's slaying dragons. Asserting self, like what I want. Like this could be the divine telling you, like assert yourself if you're not in a Queen of Swords. Did I say Queen of Wands? Queen of Swords, like assertion, like standing your ground, facing those dragons. We have the sun in Aries. Wow. Okay. Appreciation. So she could have certainly have been feeling underappreciated. And she might be in an energy here where it's like, I need to know that I am appreciated for the abundance I've been providing. And the only way for me to feel this way is to have some form of stability and commitment. That will show me the appreciation I truly deserve, the value I deserve, and like stand her ground about this. Order. Yeah. So she wants stability. She wants order. She wants an emperor, essentially, and she wants balance and harmony. And 6 Pentacles I'm seeing here, which is about the equal reciprocity. Standing her ground, independence. So she's fairly independent, and I think she has a healthy understanding of what it means to be able to stand on her own and to be able to work with others in a healthy way. And not that we have to be, limited in our freedom in order to be in a connection. So she's in a 9 Pentacles energy, knows her self-worth, beautiful independent energy. Authority. Look at this order. Authority. Wow, lots of power. Powerhouse of order here, asserting herself. This is Emperor energy, getting empowered. And we have 11, which is a spiritual number, and 10, which is all about endings. Domination. Look at her. So Spirit doesn't want you to be bullied or forced into someone else's story. If you're this Queen of Swords, publicity coming out again. Okay. So I don't know who you're here, but I'm assuming resourcefulness. I'm assuming you're a Queen of Swords. There is what the divine is talking about. A need to stand behind what it is we want, to be very open about this, to communicate what we want, to make it known to the other, and not to get bullied by other people's, shadows. Because people could have big shadows. I think the King of Swords has a shadow in regards to what does healthy independence look like? Why is it getting in the way of coming together in a union? Why does the Queen of Swords have to be at the mercy of all of that inability for this king to show up for her where she is undervalued? Like, why would she choose that for herself? That doesn't make sense. Like, she needs to choose something that is in line with giving her everything she needs and not settle. And this is what's going to create structure and order in her world. And I think that this King of Swords might build his energy up in a way here that will come through trying to force his will, his way into submitting her in some way to try again, or why he needs his independence in some way that's at the cost of her being appreciated and her getting what she needs. And that's not true at all. And so there's a need for her to call out bullshit, and also for her to assert herself for what she wants, for there to be communication. But what is her energy? Her energy here is one of wanting to be appreciated, understanding what she needs, being able to stand behind this, being able to find this within herself if the King of Swords isn't around. There goes my email. Yeah. You know, she's trying to remain afloat, I feel here. But I don't know, like the spirit really wants her to maintain her boundaries, that's for sure. So let's pull these final messages before we close out the reading. Which ones? These ones, Spirit? Yeah, these ones. Okay. Final message here for the collective. What do we need to know then? Adventures. Look at this waterfall. Flow of emotions. Adventures. It certainly is a journey here. Transformation. Journey of transformation. And the highs and lows of this journey. But in the end, we form into this beautiful butterfly, you know, regardless of whether we're up or down or things are difficult at the moment. This is part of this journey, part of this adventure. All these spirits? No. Purification with the beautiful sunflower. So this is all about getting rid of our shadows by transmutation, purification, so that we can become enlightened, so that we can find our joy. Yeah, this is what's freeing, you know, and if this is difficult in releasing her shadow, and in regards to the Queen of Swords, she needs to understand that she needs to be appreciated and have what she needs, and not, you know, be, I don't know, settling, you know, for less than what she deserves, and find a way to find balance without ego. Whereas the King of Swords is needing to understand his own fear of commitment, his own fear of the way he connects with his independence and his freedom, getting in the way of his happiness. Change. So, yeah, everything changes. And look at the balloon ascending. So when we start to see things from a greater perspective, we start to experience life through different eyes. We see from a wider lens, because we see a big picture and we start to take action differently. I feel like we're being asked to take a higher perspective of our situation so that we can make different decisions. This is the only way this situation is going to change. Purity, purification. Wow. We have two different colored eyes. I think that came through in one of my readings the other day. Two different colored eyes. Somebody could certainly have, or you or your person could have, you know, someone could have blue eyes, someone could have brown eyes. Just two different colors here. Purity. This is telling me, like, from a non-egoic place, but we won't know our egos or shadows if we're too close to it. So there's a need to see it from a higher point of view, simplicity. Yeah, once we could see things and understand it, it becomes a lot more simple. It might not be easy. It might still be painful, but it becomes very clear, you know, simple. There's no confusion. The only confusion is when the shadow creates fears and creates hesitancy, when we're too fearful to look at a different sort of understanding than that which we've carried. Protection. So this is a divinely protected experience, okay? An adventure, a journey of sorts that's allowing there to be a transformation. I feel like if you are this, regardless, the King or the Queen of Swords, but I feel like if you are this Queen of Swords, particularly, I feel like she might feel like she needs to protect herself, you know? She needs to protect herself from this King of Swords who seems to be very fixed on getting his way and not making any changes. And this journey is all about the transformation. This journey is all about, like I say, transmutation of those shadowy parts, those fears. And that might require us to be very honest and releasing trapped emotions as part of this journey. And I don't feel that this King of Swords has been able to share his emotions or let that stuck emotions out. And so there is a need to ground, stabilize this connection. The health of this connection is certainly at risk here. If the king and queen cannot find a way to work together. And so I feel like she is working on grounding and stabilizing herself. You know, she's being called to look at her own stability, her own health, her own happiness here. And I feel like anything that falls short from what she needs is something that she's going to have to turn down. I think she might know this already. Yeah, wisdom, Queen of Swords. So she's going to have to remain in her wisdom. But this isn't, wisdom doesn't fall from ego. Wisdom doesn't fall only on logical mind. Wisdom is when we truly understand from a heart space and bring the mind in the heart, where we're making decisions that are conscious, that are driven from compassion, that are driven from past experiences that we can now use as discernment, without fears, without having intentions of trying to coerce, force, attach outcome. This is what she's being called to do. Okay, so beautiful angels, this is the collective reading. I think I'm done here. This is coming in for someone. So it could be that that King of Swords is, you know, making his way towards her, and she needs to be protecting her energy. She needs to be on guard. She needs to look at the bigger picture of what's going on here in this journey, not in that moment, you know, because it is all about healing, and it's all about all the work she's already done. And look, I'm getting these two, again, like the two colored eyes, the two sides of the butterfly. I'm feeling this divine union of two sides that need to come together to work together, despite, you know, how different they are. They definitely could complement each other, and they don't have to have the same contribution, but they have to complement each other. They have to accommodate each other, and they have to work together. And so I feel like she can't be without, and she can't be underappreciated and be without resources, because it's not going to work, you know? So, beautiful angels, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Welcome to the disclaimer. Don't get fooled by people scamming you in the comments section. If you're interested in a private reading, all my contact information is in the description box, and there you will find my website, and that is only through my website can you book private readings at this time. And for those of you guys new to the tarot, tarot does not predict your future. Tarot is not set in stone. Tarot is reflecting back to you a state of consciousness that is something you can either resonate with or not. And so it's very important that you are in tune with your intuition, so that you know whether the pile you're picking, the information coming through, is reflecting back to you your own intuition, state of consciousness, your subconscious. And this will be the best way for you to know that the message is indeed meant for you. So if your intuition is not clear or it's cloudy, then you might be tapping into the wrong pile, or information might be coming through that is not dictating whatever your circumstance situation is. So it is important that you work with the divine to develop your intuition. Best way is to sit through the card layout, which I do include with most of my readings, where you can ask the divine to come up with what you'll see, feel, or hear to determine whether the pile makes sense for you. And so you can ask the divine to show you those signs, symbols, synchronicities, either throughout your dreams or throughout your day, and certainly throughout the reading, so that you can be assured that the messages you're tapping into are the right messages for you. If you are drawn to multiple piles with the pick a card readings, listen to your intuition. A lot of times energy is interconnected, and in this channel, a lot of times all my piles could be interconnected. So do not feel obligated to only select one or all or none. It is definitely up to you and your intuition. If you are in a pile and it is not resonating, there is no need to continue listening to that pile. if it doesn't resonate, sometimes it gives us perspective so that we know what is resonating for us. So even piles that do not resonate could provide some insight. Keep in mind that if you have strong energy in your presence, other people, situations, that could be quite heavy energetically or strong energetically, spiritually heavy, those might pull through the pile. So it might not be your energy that I'm picking up, but your situation, your circumstance, or people that you're dealing with. It's up to you to keep an open mind in regards to what it is that I'm connecting to, if it is resonating to your story. Do not take any messages that don't belong to you. There will be specific messages that come through for certain individuals, even though the pile might be your pile, but the specific message does not connect to you. Do not take those messages. Only take the ones that resonate for you. It should be the overall energy in that pile that is resonating to your story. It is the gist of that energy that should be overall the story or the energy of the situation, circumstance, or the person that I'm tapping into. If you are unprepared to listen to difficult messages, messages that offer healing, messages that might provide someone else's perspective that we're not quite ready to listen to, it might be a good time to come back when we're fully healed or prepared to listen to messages. My commitment to you is to read the cards with transparency and as much compassion as I can. It is difficult for me to provide you with any guidance in the comments section without knowing your specific situation. A lot of times the piles do come reversed and they might not match the exact description of the reading. And although I am posting the description of that reading, my intention is to always deliver that in which the description talks about. But sometimes spirit comes through with the mere reflection of either something objectively pulling through, some guidance pulling through, or something completely unrelated. And that is not up to me, and I certainly don't select what comes through. But Spirit knows when you will click on whichever video in order for you to hear the messages that are being pulled through. It might just be for one person, and that one person was needing to hear it. So if you are frustrated with that, it's early to tell in a reading whether it is resonating or not, especially if we've sat through the card layout. Again, do not feel obligated to take any messages that aren't for you. You can certainly switch your own situation, circumstance, or energy based on the reading you get. So if a reading does resonate, but you want a different outcome, then utilize the reading in order for you to make conscious choices, different decisions, guide the energy in a specific way that you want it to go. This is why we utilize the tarot and the oracle cards in order for us to be conscious of the energy and make shifts. Energy shifts very fast, and it is formless, and it is not time-bound, meaning I could be tapping into present, future, or past situations. If an energy feels like it's an old energy, it's past, you might want to go check out another pile. There could be one that's talking to your current situation, or we could be looking at a future state of consciousness. These readings might not make any sense to you at the time because it is beyond your level of comprehension. You might want to come back to these readings at a later date. That's why all these readings are timeless unless otherwise stated. And so, as I mentioned, it is up to you, depending on when you click on the reading, to know whether it is useful information to help guide you. All of my readings offer a level of healing, whether it is understanding someone else's perspective, if it is understanding our own perspective, tapping into subconscious energies, or looking at objective situations from the point of view of the creator. All information helps us to put the pieces of the puzzle together so that we can make better decisions when we're involved with difficult or challenging people or circumstances. This is the reason I do the tarot. I do not do the tarot so that we can dwell in hurts and in pain. So if we're suffering, we're allowed to feel how we feel. Pain is inevitable. We all suffer from pain, but the suffering is certainly up to us. And my mission is that we release suffering. Undue suffering does not need to persist. If we choose to suffer, it is because we're making a decision to stay in the suffering. The choice is always ours to get out of suffering. And so sometimes we don't like to hear what it is that's being communicated because it might release us or relieve us from stories, from comfort zones, from pains and clutches that we've used in the past in order for us to feel safe, in order for us to remain in our comfort zone. And as I mentioned, healing isn't always easy. So it is sometimes very difficult for us to acknowledge truths because sometimes a comforting lie is what we choose to believe in. I do not feed comforting lies. I will not read information or readings here that provide you a level of comfort and water the truth down. I don't want you to leave here feeling a false sense of security, but I do want you to leave with a sense that I justified your own intuition, your own energy and suspicion, or whatever you were wanting to confirm with the divine. I also want to make mention that I am not everybody's reader. So at times my voice is annoying, even to myself. And sometimes I deliver messages that aren't quite as concise as they can be. Spirit knows which words I will use in order to channel the information that my soul tribe, the people being drawn to the reading, need to hear. So those words are crafted by the design. I don't spend a whole bunch of time trying to analyze. I do know when it feels right, and I do know that sometimes it's a struggle to come up with a word that can define energy. Energy is not words. Energy can't fit into words. And so sometimes these readings could be a lot of repeating the same thing as I'm trying to find the right word. And if you've tried channeling, you'll notice that a lot of people who channel, they do repeat a lot of words until the right word comes through. Sometimes readings, unfortunately, don't make sense until the very end. And we might go down one path only to find that the answer was something else, or that the reading was something else completely. I don't intend this. Some days my channeling is very strong, and other days it is difficult for me to follow. And sometimes, if it is difficult for me to follow, it can make complete sense on your end, but the delivery on my end might sound a little chaotic or confused because I don't understand everyone's situation and circumstance. Keep in mind, these are general readings, and these readings touch a lot of people, a lot of viewers. If you don't connect with my style, if you don't connect with the readings, then I do suggest you go find another reader. There's many on YouTube. And it could just be the reading or the pile wasn't your fit. So you might want to try another reading from my playlist. And I do hope you guys stay. And I do hope to connect with you guys. I do read all your comments. I do try to reach out to you guys, all of you guys. And if I don't, rest assured, I do see your comments. And I send so much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys very much. And I'm so honored to do this journey with you guys. Bless you and God bless.